Good morning. I am Kevin Price. Delighted to be with you, talking to you about you and your business. On Wednesdays, or Thursdays rather, we do a series on Frontline of Business. We do it with our good friend William Edmundson, and he is with an excellent organization called Abbey Executive Suites, which I've been a client of for years and became friends of William through that relationship. And love getting your stories of businesses that are succeeding in this challenging economy. William, real quickly, kind of give us a 411 of Abbey and how people can learn more about Abbey, and then introduce your guests.
I would be glad to. Good morning, Kevin.
Glad to have you on.
Well, I'm with Abbey Executive Suites, and we provide fully furnished, work-ready environments for your business. And it includes professional receptionists, phone and answering services, meeting rooms, conference rooms, and more. And one of the things people like, Kevin, is the fact that we're very flexible with the kind of packages we offer, whether people need a traditional office. We've got virtual office packages that include phone, mail, and meetings, really based on what your needs are. And then we also have meeting rooms that people use for interviews, meetings, you name it. They use it for that. So we're here. We've got 17 locations in Houston. We're Houston-based and part of a chain of 24.
Wow, that's fantastic. And I remember it was like 15, I think, when I first joined Abbey.
Right. We've been growing, and we're glad to serve the needs of people with their businesses and help them be successful.
And speaking of that, you have another happy client, in fact, who's with you here today. Why don't you introduce her?
I have an excellent example of somebody who is successful in business. I'd like to introduce Johnte Archer. She's the owner and agent of J. Archer Insurance Group, and she's in the commercial insurance industry, and she focuses primarily on folks who are high net worth individuals. And Johnte has been a client at our location at 12 Greenway Plaza. Johnte, great to have you today.
Thank you for having me. Good morning.
Our pleasure.
Yeah, why don't you kind of give us your elevator speech before we get started, Johnte?
Oh, perfect. Well, J. Archer Insurance Group is comprised of two primary divisions. Archer Commercial handles the business needs of anywhere from startups to global brands. We're an independent agency, so we're able to shop hundreds of carriers to make sure that our clients are getting the best value all the time. And then our second division is our personal lines, and we handle the needs of high net worth individuals who have property in excess of $1 million. So with Abbey, we're just excited that we've been able to grow so exponentially over the last year, and we're really grateful to the environment that they provide.
Awesome. Go right ahead there, William.
Sure. Now, Johnte, you and I were talking recently at one of our networking events at the Greenway Plaza location, and I know you were telling me a little bit about you were part of another group, and you split with your partner. Tell us a little bit about how you made the transition and how things have worked for you.
Well, yeah, in business, things happen and you have to go different directions. And basically, I called Abbey and I spoke to Karen Hatler, and I think it was probably one of the easiest conversations to have. I basically signed up by the end of that conversation. I mean, she made me feel so comfortable, and I literally moved into the building the next day. No disruption to my business. My clients were all notified that we had a new location, and it was business as usual the next day. So, like I said, I'm forever grateful for Abbey for just allowing my business to continue seamlessly, no interruption, and I mean, it was just seamless.
Sounds like you didn't miss a
beat, exactly.
So how long have you been doing this, Johnte?
I've been in business for about 6 years now.
Awesome, very good. Go ahead, William.
Yeah. Now, Johnte, tell me, when you're running a business like yours, you've got to keep nimble. You've got days where you're in the office, days where you're out of the office, and part of being nimble is taking advantage of the resources that are there at Abbey. Tell us a little bit about how small business people can take advantage of the staff and the facilities.
Absolutely. Well, especially in the high net worth arena, I'm traveling to see clients. I'm meeting them a lot of times. So I have to be out of the office a lot, and our CSRs handle a lot of service work. So some of those overcalls go straight to the executive secretary, and so we don't miss calls, and the servicing is always at an all-time high. Another thing is our clients, are across, we have clients across the country, and then we have them all across Houston, and so if I need to meet them at another location, I have resources to do that as well. One of the great things that I love about Abby is the community of businesses. Karen makes it a point that we all know each other, that we know what services each other's providing. I have several clients here in the building, Romaine Tower being one of them, one of our largest clients. And so I've been really grateful just for the networking that you all provide and the networking events that you guys provide. So many resources that we take advantage of here.
Yeah, kind of give us an idea of, a good client for you. Give us a profile of what a good client for you looks like.
A good client for me knows that they need insurance. They value the product and they understand it. The understanding part is something that we can help you with. But a lot of times, if you value insurance, you're going to make sure that you have what you need. That we sell value. The price point, we want to make sure that you get the best that's in the market. But if you want to shop your product every year and you want to save $1 as opposed to understanding that in business, peace of mind, the protection of your assets, and the overall value of the products that you have matter most, that's the client that we want. We also, on the personal high net worth side, our clients, like I said, have property in excess of $1 million. So they want a product that is specific to their needs. And it's more than the standard product. So if you have a fleet of cars or you have a multi-million-dollar home, you understand that some standard carriers are not going to give you the value that some of our high net worth carriers can.
Sure. Okay, we're fixing to have to wrap up the segment. I do want to make sure we give your website. Do you have a website for me to check out?
Oh, we do, absolutely. It's www.archerinsgroup.com. And the phone number, if anyone wants to call, is 281-501-8331.
And William, as we wrap it up, how do you want people to get more information about Abby?
Absolutely. People can find us on the web at abby.com, abby.com, or they can call us toll-free, 888-785-7800. That's 888-785-7800. And tell them you heard about us on The Price of Business.
All right. Thanks to both of you. I do want to remind you the best content here shows up over there at usdailyreview.com. While there, like it on Facebook, follow it on Twitter. You're listening to The Price of Business, and as always, we got more for you right after this.